Hello YouTube world, we are here at the T-Gold exhibition here in Vicenzaoro, and I am on, as you just saw, the Durston Stand, and we've got a couple of new products for you that's exclusive to the show and going forward. The most important announcement for this show is a brand new roller mill. Nothing different about this part, but the gearbox is slightly different. This is the Lucinda 15:1, which means the gearbox has been redesigned. When it comes to a normal gearbox, it's round about a 5:1 gearing ratio. So 5 revolutions with the hand, there's 1 revolution of the rolls. Of course, we've got this particular model here, which is the 50:1, so you turn the handle 50 times. But for those who don't want the turning, constant turning, and who want something slightly easier, it's a 15:1. So if you're doing things like your texture plates, you're doing some forming with plates, with pattern plates, something like this is going to make life even easier for you. So it's a fantastic mill. It's a 130 from here to here. We've got the V grooves, the wire grooves here, and then on the side we've also got the extension rolls on here as well. But the fact that it's a new gearbox that's been redesigned, it's patent pending, which is going to make life a lot easier to be able to turn the mill if you're having to put through metal that's quite thick, through the V grooves, or even doing it with the texture plates. Price is about £1,500, about $1,800. Brand new at the show, available now. And what else have we got? We've got again, it's a redesign, very similar to the D4, where we have the 2 separate rollers. The wheel down the bottom here is a little bit easier, it's a little bit bigger than the old ones. And again, we have these V grooves to do your wire, and then we've also got the plain flat roller upon the top. Excellent, the nice wide flat roller, and it's the William 130. William, Matthew's father, who started the company back in the 1960s, so it's a tribute to him. And also the same frame, the same design here, but we've also got it on the 50:1 as well here, which again, you can put it onto the front of your bench and you can turn the handle, which is really amazing if you do struggle with turning the handle. And also the fact that it can go onto the front of the bench as well, which makes life a lot easier. One product that I have been asking Matthew to make for years is this. But finally, we have managed to get a hydraulic press. This is a bit of a show product. Apologies for the sloping platen here, but when you buy them, they are nice and straight. This is basically just a show example. An amazing 20-ton hydraulic press. You normally get a 10-ton. This is a 20-ton. And it's all cased, so you don't have any springs or anything on show. It's completely encased in here, so it keeps the dust and the dirt out. It's got a certain accessories as well up onto the top here. You can put the Synclastic dies upon this, so you can make your bangles, your anti-plastic bangles with these. That will go on like this. If you just do that nice and tight there, and we can put that onto there. So that will go up on the top, that will go onto the bottom, that way around, there we go, or vice versa, and you'll be able to make up your curved shaped bangles with something like that.
Can it be shipped to Ghana?
It can. Matthew has got distribution points around Europe and the USA. So wherever Ghana, it would either ship from the UK or it was shipped from Brussels. An amazing price. It is, considering the quality and the construction of this. This is £799, in the region of about $850, $900. So again, an amazing piece of kit. But the best thing about it is the springs are contained within the uprights here, and it has a really good range of motion. This can come off, and you can just be left with a nice simple flat plate on the top and on the bottom. But by having this, it enables you to curl the bangle around. An amazing product.
Do we have the shot plate?
We don't. We've got some silhouette dies that are new again. These dies are here: rounds, trapeze shapes, squares, cushions.
Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Pardon?
Play-Doh Fun Factory.
It does look like a Play-Doh Fun Factory, you're right. But again, with these, you would put your metal on the top. You would use then some of these urethane blocks, put that on top, put it into the press. The urethane then would push out the shapes, and you get almost like a pillow shape of the holes that we've got here. Again, you can cut them out, you can put them back to back to make hollow forms. Really good addition.
So it will form it like Play-Doh will do from your side?
It'll produce a pillow.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, not an extrusion, but it'll produce a pillow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That effect, yeah.
Yes. There's also some shot plates that we don't seem to find on the stand. They've disappeared, but the shot plates would be available, and you could use this. The shot plate would go in here, and again you've got the urethane foam that would go on the top, and again you'd use the hydraulic press to use that with the shot plates. And we have been having a little play around with the next product. Again, brand new. It's really big in the US, and with this we can make rings out of coins. In the US, this is amazing product, and people make coin rings in America and around the world. So this is something that Durston have produced, and from this we can make out, you put the dies in here, you put your coin in here, you screw that down, you use the punch to go through, punches the hole out, so now you've got a washer. Okay, so then once you've got your washer, you would use the dies that are over here, and from that you then would put your coin into here. You would then use the cone to put down, okay, and then perhaps you would use a hydraulic press, or these have been designed to fit underneath the ring reducer, and that then would turn the ring from the washer into a ring shape.
So it turns it half inside out, so that what was horizontal becomes vertical.
It comes vertical, yes. So we don't have any floating material to play around with that here at the show, but we're going to be getting that on At the Bench, and we're going to be doing some experiments and making some rings from a flat washer. So I think it's really good to be able to see that metal bending and shaping, and exactly completely seamless. So that's something that we're very excited about as well here at the show. We've also got a wax pen. So with this we can adjust the temperature of the tip that we've got here, and here's the tip. If you want to do some wax modeling, the tip starts to heat up. Is that hot yet? Not yet, we just turned it on. And again, you can use this to shape and to sculpt your wax. So that's something that's really good, because sometimes what you have is some wax pens are a set temperature, and perhaps it melts the wax too quick, or it's just too slow. But with that, you can adjust the temperature depending upon which wax you're using to be able to melt it fast, or just to move the wax into shape. We've also got a set of Durston tools, some wax carvers as well. So these are a variety of different shapes: rounded, point, scoop, spade shape, angled and curved. And again, with those, you can use those to shape and sculpt the wax as well. So many new products here today. Another one that Louise is really excited about is just something very simple. It's just a plastic mandrel, or I should say not a mandrel but more of a ring sizer. And with this we've actually got a groove running down the back. Sometimes with rings the bottom of the stone sticks down into the ring itself, so when you put it up onto a ring sizer it doesn't give a true reflection of the size. But with this, the back of the stone would slide down here and then you could read off the correct size on here. This is the American, got the sizes 1 to 16, but there's also a UK version, size A to Z and Z plus 6. So again, really, really cheap. I think this is roughly around about £15. It's plastic, so you're not going to be able to hammer the rings on it, but as a ring stick for like a point of sale or in a store for your team to measure the rings, an ideal addition as well. Any questions, Louise?
Are those hard enough for micro carving wood? Remember to repeat the question.
For micro carving wood, I would say they are primarily suitable for wax. If the wood was soft enough, perhaps I wouldn't want to try it upon Matthew's desks here, to be honest. But I see no reason why not, because they are pretty sharp. And it's a wax carving pen.
Jill says it's like being in the best sweet shop ever.
It really is. There's just so many products here. We've got new microscopes with screens already built into it. Louise is here.
I'm the camera person.
She's the camera person at the moment, but she's having a great time. But it is. And also we've got more pattern plates. We've got pancake dies, we've got silhouette dies. We've got these, so basically the piece of metal goes in, you put it in the hydraulic press and it stamps out the shapes that you've got. So there's a selection of those. And the one other thing that I quite like, it's so simple, but these are pattern plates for bangles. The normal pattern plates are around about 5.5, 6 inches in length, which is a little bit short for bangles, but Durston have brought out a selection of texture plates that are going to be long enough to use with bangle strips.
That's nice. That's a wood effect.
Wood effect,
Yeah,
like a leaves, and like a basket weave on that one as well. So again, a really nice new addition to the range. What else we got? Let's just go over to the other end of the stand. We'll try and move around some of these people and see what we can show you now. So on this side here, pen plating. So with this particular machine, I know this has been into production for quite a while. I've gone through various incarnations of this trying to get this right for Matthew, but it allows you to selectively plate certain areas. So you've got a lovely silver piece of jewelry and you want to highlight just a little section, you can use this to just basically just draw on the gold plating. It does gold plating, 14 carat, 24 carat, it'll do rose gold plating, it'll do white rhodium, it'll do black rhodium as well. So basically,
what's black rhodium? Is it like a ruthenium?
It's very similar. It's just a black, nice, hard-wearing coating upon that. Okay, so that's available. So the item then would go into here, and then you just literally just paint on.
Wow.
You dip it into the solution gets taken up into the fibre tip, and you literally just draw on the plating where you want it to do. Ideal if you're doing things like re-tipping, and you have a one-piece setting that is going to be yellow gold and you want to have the tips in rhodium, you would just simply just paint that onto the tips to get it all nice and white. And then we've got the new barrel polisher, hexagonal barrel, adjustable speed, so you can have it as a nice slow speed, or you can turn it up really nice and fast. A timer on here as well, so you can set the time however many minutes you want, and it's got a really good waterproof sealant lid on the end. All rubber, fits on, slides through. You turn that over and it pushes the lid on nice and hard, and it goes on, so you've got no worries about water seeping out of the machine. So you're not limited to a friction fit, it's a physical seal on the end. And last but not least, from what I can see here, there's all the shot as well. So there's a mix shot. You've got torpedoes, balls, mix shot, satellites, planets, all the different types of shot as well that you can have. And the last but not least,
Durston European.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Durston is British, primarily British, but now Matthew's got distribution centres in the US and also in. Yeah, there you go.
No, it's this one.
That one there?
Yeah.
Okay. And now we've also got the brand new pickle pot that you can take off. So that
was empty when you tipped it upside down.
So it'll go on, it warms it up just like, say, an electric kettle. It'll go on, it'll warm it up to the set temperature, roughly around about 40 degrees, something like that. Nice and warm. It's a nice leak-proof lid when it goes up on the top. It's about 750 centilitres, so 3/4 of a litre capacity. And if you need to take it over to fill it up, you can simply take it off, leaving the base behind.
It's neat on the bench. It doesn't take up a lot of space on the bench.
No, it just neatly sits to the one side as well on that. And again, they sell the solution, the salts to go with that as well. And the one thing that Louise likes, and Louise is saying, well, what do I like? You've got your rolling mill, you love your rolling mill, you really want to take care of your rolling mill, and sometimes you even want to take it to bed with you in the night, but sometimes you can't, yeah? Oh, they have to look at me like that, because I love my rolling mill, but now you can say good night to your rolling mill, and you can simply get your rolling mill, and you can say to your rolling mill, good night, I'll see you in the morning, and you put a lovely cover over the top of it. And something like that will look after the mill, it'll keep it clean, it'll keep dust off it. For in the morning you can just simply remove that and you can start to play with your mill. So Louise, is that about it for more of the new products here? I think that's roughly about everything that we've got. Very quickly to show you, single spindle polishing motor, always a favourite. Always a favourite.
Quite a lot.
It is separate controls, one for the motor, one for the extraction. The extraction you can get to on the top here. There's the filter just by there. And again, new benches. Forgot to talk about the new benches. These are the new benches with the new work surfaces. Again, all the drawers. All the way down to the bottom, you've got your lovely little tray, little area that you can put your sketchbook on that you can work, and then you've also got the Lemel tray as well with that. So all in all, it's an amazing show. People have not stopped coming onto the stand. There's been so many people here. This is the third day I think we're on now, and it's been non-stop all day long. So if you're in Vicenzaoro, we're here until Tuesday. Please pop along to the stand, and if not, the new items will be on the website over the next couple of days, so go on to Durston.com, keep an eye out for these new products. They're absolutely brilliant, We're planning on getting some of these products into our workshop as well, so we can bring you first-hand experience on what these products can do. And I'm very excited about the hydraulic press and the coin ring maker. Interested to see how that works. Any questions, Louise? Okay, so I'll just wrap it up here from Vicenzaoro. We will be back again with some more films, so keep an eye out on our Instagram and also our YouTube film. Well, usually we do a Q&A on a Monday. We could do a Q&A, couldn't we? We'll have to keep an eye out on our social media for that. I think we could do, and we can make it a Durston Q&A, I suppose, couldn't we? Which would be nice. So if you've got any questions to put to Matthew, or if you want any questions regarding any of the Durston products that you've seen today, or any products that you've got that you're not quite sure about, check out our Q&A. We'll put it up on our Instagram and also our YouTube account over the next day. So fingers crossed we'll have a Q&A tomorrow for you. But from everybody here, as you can see, the stand is pretty busy. And we will see you all very soon.